오늘 처음 오신 분들도 계신데요. 근데 이제 이 행사가 MS 행사잖아요. MS 행사인데 그 우리가 행사를 잘 참여했다고 그, 그 사진을 한 장 찍어야 되거든요. 예, 죄송한데 한번 그 뭐지 그 비디오 켜셔가지고 한번 서로 얼굴들 한번 봐주시면 사진 한 장 찍었으면 좋겠습니다. 예, 감사합니다. 아, 이혜리님하고 박상희님, 오래간만에 뵙습니다. 다른 분들도 한번 켜주시겠습니까? 안 켜. 부끄러우신가요? 예. 아, 키시는 분들한테 행운이 갈 것 같아요. 예, 잠시만요. 손도 한번 흔들어 볼까요? 살짝. 아, 예, 감사합니다. 예, 감사합니다. 지금부터 뭐, 카메라는 안 켜셔도 괜찮아요, 지금부터는. 예. 키신 분들에게 행운이 가기를 바랍니다. 예. 이번 행사는요, 그러니까 MS 빌드가 얼마 전에 있었잖아요. 제가 이걸 띄울게요. 얼마 전에 띄우고, 제가 잠시만요. 이거는 옆으로 좀 옮겨 놓을게요. 예. 얼마 전에 MS가 행사를 했는데요. 빌드라고요. 그게 이제 개발자 행사예요. 개발자 행사인데, 근데 그 중에서 이제 제가 이제 MS 지금 AI 부분의 MVP잖아요. 근데 이제 MS에서 이런 행사를 기획을 했어요. 무슨 행사를 기획했냐 하면은, MVP가 마음에 드는 어느 한 세션을 듣고, 이제 커뮤니티 사람들과 같이 한번 듣고 서로 토의하고 대화하는 이런 시간을 가졌으면 좋겠다. 이런 어떤 제의가 들어와서 제가 열심히 빌드를 찾아봤거든요. 그래서 가장 공통분모되는 AI에 관련돼 가지고 이 세션이 지금 이제 하는 이 세션이더라고요. 근데 문제가 세션은 좋아요. 그리고 신기술에 대한 이야기도 많이 하고 다 좋은데 영어예요, 영어. 영어라 가지고 그래서 제가 이거를 번역을 했습니다. PPT도 번역을 했고요. 그 다음에 원래 동영상은 안 했어요. 번역을 안 했는데 근데 홍승님하고 지금 희진님하고 희진 MVP님하고 홍승 MVP님하고 원래 같이 이제 토의를 하기로 했는데 근데 번역본이 너무 안 좋다고 얘기하셔가지고 그래서 아예 동영상도 제가 번역을 해버렸어요. 그래서 원래 지금 보시는 PPT는 동영상이 조금 이제 번역본이 안 좋을 때 이때를 대비해서 이제 만든 건데 사실 이게 필요가 없어져 버렸어요. 제가 밤새 가지고 지금 열심히 번역을 했기 때문에 그냥 동영상 그냥 보시면 되거든요. 근데 문제는 지금 발표하시는 분이 되게 빨리 발표를 하세요. 되게 빨리 발표를 하시기 때문에 어떻게 보면은 한글 읽는데 조금 치중하시다 보면은 중요한 것들 놓칠 수가 있으시거든요. 그러니까 이거 나중에 혹시 원하시면 PDF 한글본 드릴 테니까 부담 갖지 마시고 그냥 편하게 들으세요. 편하게 들으시면서 연필 하나 갖고 있다가 중요한 내용이 나온다고 하면은 그때 이제 체크 표시하셨다가 나중에 토의 시간 때 묻고 싶은 거 한번 물어보고 이렇게 진행을 했으면 좋겠습니다. 그러니까 오늘은 편하게 진행할 거니까 부담 갖지 마시고 그 전에 그래도 이제 한 5분 남았는데요. 그래도 제가 PPT를 한번 보여드릴게요. 전반적으로 어떤 얘기가 이제 막 진행되는지를 좀 아셔야 아무래도 우리 동영상 볼 때 좀 편하니까요. 그래서 제가 한번 보여드릴게요. 이게 되게 중요한 거예요. 세계적 수준의 AI로 지능형 앱 빌드가 최신 이제 AI 기술 새로 나온 것들에 대한 이야기들 많이 하시거든요. 그래서 보시면은 뭐 이렇게 지금 잘 되고 있는 회사들 얘기를 좀 하고 있어요. 그리고 또 애저가 얼마나 잘 나가는지 이제 선전하고 계시고 그다음 이제 데이터 센터하고 뭐 이렇게 연구 센터들이 있거든요. 이런 것들에서 지금 연구가 활발히 이루어져 가고 있다. 이런 얘기 좀 하시고 그리고 제일 중요한 게 지금 오픈 AI가 지금 MS하고 전략적 협조를 맺었잖아요. 그래서 오픈 AI가 들어오면서 AI가 지금 한층 더 높은 수준으로 이제 발전하게 됐거든요. 근데 이제 여기에 첫 번째로 이제 들어가는 서비스가 어디냐 하면 파워 플랫폼이에요. 그래서 다음에 파워 플랫폼을 같이 할 때 이 점 유의해서 바라보시면 중요할 것 같아요. 그리고 그 다음에는 이제 애제 여러 서비스들에 대해서 하나하나 신기술, 새로 나온 것들, 아니면 업그레이드 된 것들, 이런 것들 이제 말씀하시거든요. 그 중에서도 중요한 게 이번에 이제 새로 이제 이런 것들을 묶어서 이런 서비스도 만든 거예요. 그래서 응용 AI 서비스 할 때 조금 잘 들으시면 좋고요. 그리고 응용 AI 서비스가 뭔지에 대해서 설명을 해주세요. 뭐 이런 여러 가지 것들에 대해서 설명을 좀 해주시고, 그 다음에 이제 그 안에 개별적으로 뭐 애저 비디오 분석이 그런 것 다, 애저 비디오 분석이 원래 있던 거예요. 있던 건데 좀 업그레이드 시킨 거거든요. 그리고 또 애저 매트릭 어드바이저 이것도 업그레이드 시킨 거고, 이런 애저 보스 서비스도 옛날에 보스 서비스 다 있었어요. 근데 뭔가 지금은 촘촘하게 연결돼 간다는 느낌? 이런 것들에 대한 설명을 해주세요. 이때 애저 보스 서비스 할 때 좀 잘 들으시고, 나중에 이거 우리 스터디 할 거예요. 스터디 할 거니까 그때 좀 상세하게 배우시면 되고, 지금 아 이런 게 있구나 이렇게 생각하시면 돼요. 그 애저 인지 서비스에 대해서 뭐 언어 영역 뭐 이런 것들에 대해서 이제 다 설명해줘요. 지금 제 말 대충 흘러 들으시면 돼요. 좀 이따가 발표자분 설명을 해 주실 거니까. 그래서 이런 또 문서 번역 이런 것들도 이게 뭐 영어에서 불어로 바뀌는데 표 형식 이런 게 안 흐트러져요. 이런 것들도 지금 구현했는 거고요. 그리고 또 인지 서비스, 시각 뭐 되게 이제 성능이 좋아졌다는 얘기하고 있는 거예요. 옛날에는 뭐 클로즈 업 오브 플랜터였는데 지금은 이렇게 밀밭으로 이렇게 번역도 잘하고 있다 이런 얘기를 하고 있거든요. 그리고 또 옛날에는 뭐 이미지 태깅 이 정도밖에 안 되는데 이제는 이렇게 많이 되고 있다 뭐 이런 얘기들. 그리고 이제 판독 관련돼서 이제 옛날에는 요거 하나에 이거 1빌량 이상 탐지했는데 이제는 여러 가지 이제 냉장고에서 나온 여러 가지 센서들 다 이제 한꺼번에 바라볼 수 있게 됐다는 거. 그리고 음성 관련돼 가지고 재밌어요. 이 부분이 나중에 보시면은 비포
Thank you for calling 311
이게
Service
이제
Center. How may I help you?
이쪽이 이제 바뀌어요.
Hello.
스페인어로 바뀌어요.
Sí,
그럼 얘가
¿hablas
알아들어요.
español?
뭐 이런 어떤 얘기들 하고 있거든요.
Sí, absolutamente.
그래서
¿En qué
예를
puedo
들어 이쪽은
ayudar?
계속 영어식으로 생각하는 거고 얘는
Oh,
이제
genial.
스페인어로 바뀐
Quería
거고,
pedir ayuda
그럼
para
나중에
que
보면 이게
quiten la
올
nieve de la
코리아
entrada.
패디드 뭐 이런 것도 막 들어가거든요. 이게 잘못된 거예요. 근데 원래는 이제 스페인어 못 읽어가지고 그러니까 이런 식으로 이제 바뀌어서 알아듣고 이제 한다는 거예요. 다국어를 이제 얘들이 바뀌는 것들을 이제 알아서 이제 추적해서 이제 보여준다는 거예요. 이게 중요한 거거든요. 그 애저 머신러닝에 대해서 조금 이제 설명을 해주시고, 근데 이제 파이터치가 들어갔다는 게 되게 중요해요. 또 이쪽에서는 그 데이터 과학자 쪽에서는. 그래서 그 얘기를 이제 페이스북 AI 부분 부사장님이랑 대화를 쭉 하는 것들. 이거 이제 편하게 들으시면 돼요. 아, 이런 식으로 이게 들어왔구나. 그리고 이제 마지막에 가면은 이제 빌더, 그 AI 빌더라고 있거든요. 파워 플랫폼에. 지금 보시면은 애저 머신러닝이 제일 밑단에서 제일 좀 기계학습을 조금 상세하게 우리가 다룰 수 있다고 해야 되나? 데이터 과학자들이 주로 많이 다루고, 보통 이제 개발자들 같은 경우는 이 부분, 이제 인지 서비스를 많이 달아요. 근데 기업에서 요구하는 것들은 요즘에는 응용 서비스 이쪽을 많이 요구해요. 왜냐하면은 우리가 개발자라고 하더라도 이런 거 하나하나 배웠다 하더라도 응용해서 다 써 뭔가 하나의 제품을 만들기 어려워요. 그래서 기업 고객들이 이런 것들 원해서 이런 것들을 만들고 있는 중이거든요. 이게 지금 계속 늘어나고 있어요. 이런 경향성을 좀 바라보는 게 중요해요. 그래서 요걸 되게 중요하게 여기고. 근데 우리 그 작년에 스터디 하셨던 분들은 알지만 또 그 파워 플랫폼이라고 있거든요. 그래서 파워 BI, 파워 앱스, 파워 오토메이트, 파워 버추얼라이제이션 이런 데 AI 빌드라는 게 들어가 있어요. 이걸 통해서 AI가 계속 확장돼요. 되게 넓게. 그래서 이런 경향성을 한번 생각하면서 오늘 이야기를 들으시면은 전반적으로 그분 이야기가 좀 쉽게 들리실 거예요. 그러면 이제 끝나는 거예요. 그래서 이제 지금 이제 8시 10분 됐으니까 요걸 가지고 한번 우리가 그러니까 이제 나중에 이 장표 다시 뭐 궁금한 거 있으면은 물어보시면은 제가 그때 다시 보여드리면서 토의를 하면 되니까요. 그래서 제가 준비한 게 요거예요. 지금 이게 한글 번역본 제가 정말 열심히 한 거거든요. 그 구글 번역기 돌려가지고 거기다가 제가 이거를 이제 그냥 보시면 아마 잘 이해가 안 되실 거예요. 그래서 오늘 처음 오신 분들 위해 가지고 만들었으니까 우리 하트 막 날려볼까요? 하트 한번 날려주세요. 저한테. 아이, 고맙습니다. 예. 그래서 이거 이제 들으시면서 잘 캐치하셨다가 이제 마지막에 한 20분 토의를 해요. 뭐 시간이 뭐 많이 걸리면 뭐 1시간 더 할 수 있는데, 근데 일단 한 20분 잡아놨으니까요. 예. 잘 들으시고요. 지금부터 한번 영상 한번 들어볼게요. 예. 고맙습니다. 한번 들어볼게요. 영상 소리 잘 나오죠?
Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Boyd, Corporate Vice President of Azure AI at Microsoft, and I'm pleased to welcome you to Build and share our latest AI innovations with you today. When I think about the great things that we're doing in AI, I love to first start with what our customers are doing and how they're using our products. Pepsi is using Azure Machine Learning to predict demand for their products and more effectively meet the needs of their customers across thousands of stores. And Airbus uses AI to reimagine their pilot training and to predict aircraft maintenance issues. They're using it to accelerate their time to production using Azure Cognitive Services. And Twitter is using our speech service to generate captions for live audio conversations on Twitter Spaces, making its platform more accessible to all of its users. And these are just a few of the thousands of customers innovating with Azure AI today. And we've seen tremendous momentum across all of our services in Azure AI. If we start with Azure Machine Learning, we've seen 28 billion inferences per month, which is a 120% increase just since January, which is incredible. Azure Cognitive Services is seeing 53 billion transactions each month. Azure Cognitive Search is seeing 24 billion queries each month. And of course, our bot service is seeing 4 billion messages every month. But when we think about this progress that we're making, we think about how do we bring this to our customers, for us it starts with breakthrough research. We have 8 research centers across the globe and thousands of researchers and data scientists working on cutting-edge AI innovation. That said, we also partner with other companies at the forefront of AI research. A great example of this is our work with OpenAI. Our partners at OpenAI exclusively use Azure's supercomputing platform for their independent AI research and development. OpenAI's breakthrough language model GPT-3 was trained on Azure, and we're proud to host their API as well, offering tens of thousands of developers and researchers around the world an opportunity to build apps using the most advanced AI systems. In less than a year since its release, more than 300 apps are now using GPT-3, which is generating an average of 4.5 billion words every day. And Azure's enabling this AI at scale, and it's powering the next generation of apps with advanced AI features. One company that's really using this is Duolingo. They're testing a new feature that helps improve French grammar and provides context-aware translation hints. Another example is Algolia. Algolia uses GPT-3 in their Algolia Answers product to offer relevant, lightning-fast semantic search. Algolia scans over the answer in the search result and then generates a summary of it using GPT-3 to generate a succinct answer to the questions that are being asked. Another example is Viable. Viable helps companies find instant customer insights in user experience surveys, help desk tickets, product reviews, and more. There's so much content embedded in these, and what we want to be able to do is ask a succinct question and then summarize all of these results that we've got into a succinct answer that GPT-3 then generates and spits out directly for us entirely on the content. The things that we're doing with GPT-3 are truly amazing. We're really excited to see where this will go further. Azure AI is a set of AI services built on top of Azure's infrastructure and deeply integrated with Azure's data, app development, and compute services and tools. Azure Machine Learning, we provide an enterprise-grade machine learning service to help data scientists and developers build and deploy models faster using the tools of their choice. They can use Jupyter Notebooks, VS Code, Drag and Drop Designer, and our automated machine learning system. Azure Machine Learning is built on its foundation of ML Ops, which helps data scientists really accelerate the entire machine learning lifecycle. The built-in responsible AI capabilities help customers understand, control, and protect data and models during training and during inferencing. We also offer the most comprehensive set of cognitive services. These are pre-trained, customizable AI models, which are all based on our AI research and enable you to access sophisticated language, vision, decision-making, and speech capabilities through a simple API call. And then at the top layer today, we're introducing a new category within Azure AI. Azure Applied AI Services will help you build AI solutions faster, reducing development time from months to days. Azure Applied AI is a group of services built by combining and tailoring cognitive services for your most common use case. Each Azure AI Applied service addresses a common need and generates new opportunities across organizations, such as analyzing conversations for improved customer experiences, or automating document processing for operational efficiency, understanding the root causes of anomalies for protecting organizations' growth, and extracting insights from content ranging from documents to videos. By building on top of the AI models from Azure Cognitive Services and providing additional task-specific AI models and then built-in business logic that wraps it, Azure Applied AI Services enable developers to accelerate their time to value for common scenarios versus building from scratch. You can quickly customize these services and extend them with your own custom models from Azure Machine Learning to meet your scenario requirements so you can spend more time innovating and less time configuring. Let's take a look at an example. Today, I'm pleased to announce the preview of Azure Video Analyzer. We've streamlined the developer experience for those who want to analyze video content by bringing live video analytics and video indexer together into a single service. With Azure Video Analyzer, you can quickly build an AI-powered video analytics solution to extract insights from streaming and stored videos for popular use cases like content monetization, digital asset management, and workplace safety. Video Analyzer builds on top of our vision, our speech, and our language cognitive services, and then provides additional specialized AI for video, such as spatial analytics for workplace safety or automatic closed captioning for accessibility and search for content discovery. You can also extend and customize these models with Azure Machine Learning. The service also offers a user-friendly interface and built-in business logic, such as an ingestion pipeline and web and app hooks. Dow is one of the world's largest chemical producers, and they apply computer vision to scenarios like leak detection, workplace safety, quality control, and predictive maintenance. They're using Azure Video Analyzer, along with Azure Machine Learning, to build a solution that will allow data scientists and developers to build, deploy, and monitor computer vision solutions at a site, train machine learning models, and analyze data from videos to generate actionable insights. Another great example of this is in the transportation industry. It's our work with Lufthansa and our partner Zero-G. For a large airline like Lufthansa, improving turnaround time and safety is of top priority and could save hundreds of millions of dollars. Once a plane docks at the gate, there are several coordinated processes that need to happen across ground control, cleaning, pilots, stewards, catering, baggage management, and more. To improve their efficiency, Lufthansa, in partnership with Zero-G, is piloting using Azure Video Analyzer to automatically detect and report the turnaround time and safety events, improving turnaround times and safety during flight dockings. I'm also happy to share that starting today, Metrics Advisor is generally available. Metrics Advisor decreases time to value for creating a proactive monitoring and observability solution. With Metrics Advisor, you can now integrate metrics monitoring, predictive maintenance, and alerting with AI Ops in days and not months, solving your observability needs without the time investment. We've also significantly enhanced our Azure Bot service to provide you with integrated development tools. We've also added various text and voice conversational templates to enable you to accelerate building with additional support to help you deploy your bot to a telephone line. Now let's see it in action. I'm delighted to welcome Gary Pretty, a senior program manager, to demonstrate these innovations.
Thanks, Eric, and hi, everyone. I'm excited to talk about significant updates to Azure Bot Service, providing you a comprehensive development experience to accelerate your bot building. New Azure Bot Service features will enable you to get started faster than ever before, launching you directly into Bot Framework Composer, our open source integrated development tool for authoring bots, right from the Azure portal. From there, you can easily create sophisticated experiences with our new conversational templates, providing starting points for new bots, from Q&A style bots through to an enterprise assistant. You can seamlessly provision and publish to Azure, as well as new features for authoring, testing, and debugging. These enhancements are underpinned by the Bot Framework SDK, which now allows you to develop and consume reusable components with code, enabling you to extend a bot in seconds, with things like pre-built dialogues, third-party integrations, and even human handoff capabilities. Let's look at some of these capabilities in action and a bot that we've been building for Contoso Insurance. The first version is already running on their website, helping with customer service requests. But now we want the bot to be available when customers call Contoso, using the new Azure Bot Service telephony channel, which is in public preview. I've already enabled the telephony channel on my Azure Bot resource. Now I simply click Open in Composer to launch the application and start making changes to my bot. Composer offers dynamic guidance about any required steps I need to take when I start building, as well as recommended next steps to take my bot to the next level. I'm going to head over to the new Package Manager, where I can discover new components to extend my bot. I'm going to add the telephony package, which makes new telephony-related actions available to me to use in the Composer Designer. Now that that's installed, I can easily add an action to my canvas to start call recording, which is one of the telephony channel capabilities. Next, I want to make sure that when a customer calls the bot to let them know that the call is being recorded. And thanks to the new response editor, I can easily tailor responses for different interaction types, such as text and speech, adding an alternative message to use when the bot speaks. Now that I've made my changes to my welcome message and added the call recording action, I can use the new integrated testing tools within Composer to check that my welcome message is still working correctly on web chat. So far, we've seen how the deep integration with Azure Bot Service lets me get started incredibly quickly, how simple it was for me to tailor the experience for speech, and how rapidly I extended my bot using components built with the Bot Framework SDK. If I was ready, I could now provision resources and publish my bot to Azure in just a couple of minutes. However, Contoso Insurance would also like to allow customers to get quotes using the bot. We could author this directly in Composer, but another team have already built a bot that can do this using Power Virtual Agents. You can already extend Power Virtual Agents with Composer or consume the capabilities of Composer bots by adding them as skills. And we're excited to announce the general availability of those features here at Build. Today, though, I'm excited to share with you that later this year, you will also be able to make Power Virtual Agents topics available as skills and consume them from Composer. And we've worked hard to ensure consuming skills within Composer takes just a few clicks. Let's take a look. All we need to provide is a URL to a manifest provided by Power Virtual Agents, which contains details of the skills endpoint, supported intents, and language understanding utterances, which get added to our bot's language model so that it knows when to route requests to the skill. And Composer will automatically create the necessary intent trigger for us too. It's that simple. Microsoft is the only provider with both PaaS and SaaS offerings for conversational AI, meaning you can start where it makes sense for you and collaborate with anyone, be that citizen developers and business users with Power Virtual Agents or pro developers using Bot Framework Composer. We're really excited to see what you can build with the updates to the Azure Bot Service. Now it's back over to you, Eric. Why don't you call the Contoso Insurance bot and ask for a quote? Thanks.
Now, why don't I actually check and call this myself and see how Gary's bot actually worked? I'm going to use my phone to call the bot that Gary just created.
Hi. Thanks for calling Contoso. Just so you know, we record calls to help improve our service. In just a few words, can you tell me how we can help you today?
I'd like to have a quote on a policy.
Sure. What type of insurance policy are you looking for?
And so what you can see is the bot that Gary created used neural voice to have a very natural sounding human sound. And then it also was able to call a different bot in answer to my question to get an answer from it, a bot that he created using Power Virtual Agent. And by being able to combine both Power Virtual Agent along with the bot framework, you're able to put all of this together in a much more sophisticated and stronger application. And now let's talk about the latest improvements to Azure Cognitive Services. We'll start with our language models, which let you build apps that users can interact with using natural language. Healthcare is generating over 4 trillion gigabytes of data every year. Thousands of academic papers are published, clinical trials are introduced every year. It's challenging to make sense of this vast data to improve our productivity. With Text Analytics for Health, we've trained our models to decipher and understand clinical language. Text Analytics for Health API extracts and labels relevant medical information from unstructured text, such as doctor's notes, discharge summaries, clinical documents, and electronic health records. Text Analytics for Health not only recognizes and abstracts keywords like diagnosis, medication name, symptom, or patient information, it's also able to identify meaningful connections, such as symptom duration or patient history, taking into consideration hypothetical and negative mentions of a disease. I'm also excited to share that our document translation capability is now generally available. It improves your experience to be able to translate documents because previously you had to extract the text from source documents and translate them separately and then reassemble them back into the target document. With document translation, you can make an asynchronous request specifying the location of source and target files. Document translation then applies the right parsing technique, translates the text and content into target languages, and preserves the layout and the formatting of the source document. It enables you to translate documents at scale. You can translate batches of documents, hundreds at a time, through 15 different file types. Next, we'll look at Azure's Vision AI models, which enable your apps to identify and analyze content within images and videos. NoCaps, or the Novel Object Captioning Challenge, is an image captioning benchmark which tests AI algorithms on their ability to create captions for a range of images. Microsoft achieved the highest score on this benchmark, scoring ahead of both Google AI Labs and humans at generating accurate image captions. We've also made significant progress to our own models compared to 9 months ago. We continually improve the quality of our Vision AI models. A past version of our image captioning model would caption this photo as a close-up of a plant. But now, as you can see, our model is much more accurate, generating a more precise photo caption, a field of wheat. We've also made significant improvements when it comes to image tagging. These were the tags that our old AI model generated when shown this image. And you can see that our new model generates more tags that better describe the image. Next, we have a set of models which help you make smarter decisions faster. One example is Anomaly Detector. Anomaly Detector is an AI service that helps you foresee problems before they occur. We recently announced a new set of APIs that support multivariate anomaly detection. You can determine anomalous events by considering time series of data of multiple variables, up to 300 different signals. For example, if a refrigerator has a few sensors to capture humidity, temperature, vibration, and pressure, univariate models that exist today can detect anomalies for each individual sensor, but they can't tell you holistically if there's anomalous behavior with the refrigerator. Some sensor data might have spikes or dips naturally in relation to other sensors, but now with the new multivariate models, you can now determine within the context of each variable what's an anomaly with the entire system. Finally, our speech service enables developers to transcribe speech to text, convert text to speech, and much more. Today, we're announcing the support of continuous language detection for speech transcription. Previously, speech transcription would listen to the first few seconds of audio to determine the spoken language and transcribe accordingly. But now you can indicate which languages to listen for and accurately transcribe a conversation, even if the speakers switch languages. This is so important for 911, 311, and other call center scenarios where users might speak multiple languages and you want to capture all of the relevant information. Let's have a listen to see how this works.
Thank you for calling 311 Service Center. How may I help you?
Hello. ¿Sí hablas español?
Sí, absolutamente. ¿En qué puedo ayudar?
Oh, genial. Quería pedir ayuda para que quiten la nieve de la entrada.
Another speech service that recently became generally available is Custom Neural Voice, which allows you to create a one-of-a-kind customized synthetic voice for your apps. Let's see this in action. Over to you, Aishigal.
Thanks, Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to share an update to speech service and Custom Neural Voice with you. It's been hard to wait for build. Custom Neural Voice is a text-to-speech feature that has enabled organizations like Progressive Insurance and Duolingo to create a familiar voice for their applications. Today, we are announcing cross-lingual support for Custom Neural Voice, so you can create a consistent experience across multiple languages without an investment on translation or audio creation. You can select from 250 voices across 70 languages, including 129 neural voices. You can further customize intonation, speech rates, pitch, and more. Your organization might want to create a unique and familiar voice based on your spokesperson. If your use case meets our responsible AI requirements for ethical use, you can apply to have access to Custom Neural Voice today. Before you can get started, you will need quality audio samples with minimum 300 utterances. Speech Studio helps with the quality check of your data as well. Every utterance gets a score for pronunciation, signal-to-noise ratio, and length. You can download a quality report, which makes it really easy to figure out and fix the issues quickly. Finally, before you can train your model, you need recorded audio consent from your voice actor.
Hi, Eric Boyd. I'm aware that recordings of my voice
You can train the same speaker data in multiple languages and test the model before you deploy for production.
Ricordati che domani è il compleanno di tua madre.
Deployment is possible right inside Speech Studio, as well as testing your API endpoints. Now everything is ready to deploy. You can find your new custom neural voice in Asset Creation tool to create and save audio snippets. Let's hear how Eric sounds.
Hi, I'm Eric, and this is my generated voice. I've become fluent in Spanish and Italian today.
No need to learn a language or re-record any voice to communicate with your customers with their local language and accent. Eric's custom neural voice learned to speak Spanish and Italian in a day. It is truly a superhero skill. I hand it back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Aysegul. That's truly impressive. I've always wondered how I would sound if I spoke Spanish fluently. Now, fortunately, Aysegul was able to put my voice together on it, so let's have a listen to me speaking in Spanish. Hi, this is Eric's custom neural voice. Esta voz puede hablar en español, aunque Eric nunca dijo frases en español. Wow, my language teachers would be so proud. 3 years of high school Spanish really paying off there. Next, we'll take a look at our latest machine learning innovations. Today, I'm excited to announce managed endpoints in Azure Machine Learning to enable you to seamlessly deploy and score models. This is a fully managed experience that takes care of infrastructure management, so you don't have to, allowing you to increase your speed to market and productivity. Managed endpoints for real-time and batch inferencing provide out-of-the-box capabilities to securely operationalize models, including monitoring, integration with log analytics, safe rollouts of new model versions, and more. For more details and demos around our latest machine learning innovations, I encourage you to tune in to my colleague John Montgomery's session tomorrow. We had so much to talk about in Azure Machine Learning, so we gave it its own separate session. We have some exciting news around our partnership with PyTorch. PyTorch and Azure are better together. At Microsoft, we use PyTorch internally to power services such as Bing and Azure Cognitive Services, and we actively contribute to a number of PyTorch open source projects with Onyx Runtime, DeepSpeed, and many more. Today, we're announcing an exciting step forward to support the PyTorch community. In partnership with Facebook, we're creating a new initiative, the PyTorch Enterprise Support Program. This new offering enables service providers to develop and offer tailored enterprise-grade support to their customers. As the first participant of this program, Microsoft is launching PyTorch Enterprise to provide long-term support, prioritize troubleshooting, and integration with Azure solutions. Azure is the first cloud to provide enterprise support for PyTorch and the most performant and reliable place for the enterprise workload. To provide more context on the collaboration between Facebook and Microsoft that brought this to life, I'm thrilled to welcome Jerome Presente, Vice President of AI at Facebook, to Build to discuss the PyTorch Enterprise Support Program and how it directly benefits the PyTorch community. Welcome, Jerome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. So please, tell us a little bit more about PyTorch and some of its recent momentum.
Well, PyTorch is a 5-year-old project, right? It started in the Facebook AI research team as a project for researcher. It was really developed with the kind of research mindset in mind, making sure that researchers can be super effective in developing new AI. Now, the project has kind of caught fire. 5 years later, we have 70,000 projects built on PyTorch. We have 1,800 contributors, a forum that's super active with 40,000 users. The number of papers actually leveraging PyTorch has went up in the last year 65%. So it's a very, very vibrant community of researchers and developers using PyTorch. Now, the change in the past few years is PyTorch is no longer just limited to researchers. It's also used for research to production, right? And so at Facebook, we use PyTorch for every AI. We use it for research and we use it for all our production system. But we're not the only one. So lately, a lot of companies like Disney, Tesla, AstraZeneca, Dentsu, some of them actually, Azure customers, are using PyTorch for research to production as well.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to see, and we've had such great momentum across our two companies in developing this. Some of the things that we've developed together, one that's particularly exciting for me is the PyTorch Profiler. It's a performance profiler enabling accurate and efficient performance analysis and troubleshooting for large-scale deep learning models. This is one of the hardest problems for a data scientist, is to figure out where exactly their model is performing slowly, and the PyTorch Profiler really helps them identify where the bottlenecks are in their models and optimize their performance. And we've seen a lot of traction, a lot of impact on this. Just a couple months after launch, we already have 8,000 downloads, and we're excited to see what this is going to bring to the community. Of course, this is just one example of our ongoing collaboration. One of the things I'd really like to talk about is what we're announcing today, the PyTorch Enterprise Support Program. Why don't you tell us a bit about the program?
Sure. So the program is a participatory program, right? It's open to all service providers, and it's designed to allow, people like Microsoft Azure to offer customized support service to your customers, right? And the idea is to have, a system that's built for the enterprise with more reliability. As you know, Microsoft actually helped us design this program, and you are helping us actually launch it, with PyTorch Enterprise on Microsoft Azure.
Yeah, really, it was great collaborating with your team and helping to build this. We're really excited to see what this can do. PyTorch Enterprise, it provides long-term support to selected versions of PyTorch for up to 2 years, enabling a stable production experience without frequent major upgrades. And this is available to all Microsoft Premium Support customers. They're automatically eligible for PyTorch Enterprise. And then they can request hotfixes directly to the dedicated Azure team, and those requests will be prioritized, quickly addressed, and deployed into the next version of PyTorch. And the latest release of PyTorch will be integrated with Azure Machine Learning, along with other PyTorch add-ons, including the Onyx Runtime for faster inferencing. And most importantly, Microsoft will test and vet these releases for conformance on Azure, including performance regressions. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how our customers are going to use this and how this is going to help them with the introduction of PyTorch Enterprise. So with that, any closing thoughts, Jerome?
No, we're just super excited by this PyTorch Enterprise. I think it's a win-win, bringing the expertise of our two companies. I think we bring the strong research mindset and the great user experience, and you're bringing the long-term support. And I believe, all these hot fixes will make their way to all our PyTorch users in the long term. So I want to thank your team and yourself for helping you launch this, and I'm looking forward to the collaboration.
Jerome, thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we saw how you can create intelligent applications with Azure AI. Whether you want to create machine learning models with Azure Machine Learning, leverage industry-leading customizable AI models with Azure Cognitive Services, or accelerate time to value for common scenarios with Azure Applied AI Services. For business users building low-code, no-code apps, we also offer many of these same AI models within Microsoft's Power Platform. Azure enables you to harness the power of AI in your most mission-critical applications. The possibilities are truly limitless, and we're excited to see what you build with Azure AI. Thank you.
다들 듣는다고 힘드셨죠? 예. 근데 혼자 볼 때는 더욱 힘든 것 같아요. 그나마 같이 들으니까 좀 덜한 것 같아요. 예. 잘 들으셨는지 모르겠습니다. 지금부터 이제 질문 좀 받고, 그 다음 이제 얘기도 좀 하고 이러려고 생각을 하거든요. 또 갑자기 또 한 분이 또 사진을 한번 다시 한번 찍어볼까요? 예쁘게. 익혀라. 예. 그래서 이제 사전에 질문, 예, 유정님 또 그래서 사진을 한번 다시. 예. 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 그 사전 질문을 미리 받았거든요. 왜 그러냐고 하면은 보통 이렇게 듣고 질문을 하려고 하면은 잘 모르잖아요. 처음 듣는 것도 신기 쓰고 이래서. 그래서 이제 어떤 생각을 가지고 계시는지 아니면 뭘 알고 싶은지 뭐 이런 얘기와 새로 나온 기술하고 또 이게 여러분들이 지금 원하는 게 뭐 어느 정도 이제 좀 격차가 있는 이런 것들도 알고 싶어서 미리 제가 질문을 받았습니다. 사전이. 다들 이제 질문하신 분들도 있고 안 하신 분들도 있죠. 이 부분이 이제 제가 이제 사전 질문을 받았던 부분이거든요. 근데 그 위에 보면은 설문조사라고 있어요. 그러니까 이제 끝나고 나면은 이제 보통 우리 뭐 끝날 때 끝납시다 이렇게 보면 또 아이고 나중에 가서 설문조사 못 받았네요 그러는데, 그래서 제가 혹시 이게 여기 사전 설문조사가 이제 이번 행사를 기획하면서 이제 직원분들이 똑같은 이런 걸 또 할까 말까를 고민하시는 것 같아요. 그래서 이제 오늘 들었던 걸 기반으로 해서 이런 걸 좀 계속 했으면 좋겠다, 안 했으면 좋겠다. 그리고 저에 대한 평가가 있겠죠. 어이구, 이 행사를 준비했냐, 안 했냐. 저랑 이제 홍성님이랑 신임비랑 3명이서 이걸 이제 토의 과정을 같이 하기로 했는데, 솔직히 저희 한 건 없잖아요. 그죠? 틀어준 것밖에 없기 때문에 그럼 점수가 좋아야지 틀어줬는데 점수가 나쁘면 이상하잖아요. 그래서 이제 제가 생각할 때는 이건 같아요. 중요한 거는 다음에도 이런 행사를 할 것인가 말 것인가. 그래서 이제 오늘 들어보고 개선점 이런 걸 좀 얘기를 잘 해주셔야 될 것 같아요. 그래 이제 볼 때 이런 괜찮다 그러면은 나는 너무 어려웠다. 그래서 조금 초보자들 대상으로 좀 쉽게 뭐 MVP가 그런 것들 요약해서 좀 쉽게 대화할 수 있는 이런 시간이 있었으면 좋겠다라든지 아니면은 내가 볼 때 이거 상당히 괜찮은데 왜 한 개밖에 안 하냐. 뭐 이런 것들 뭐 MVP들 좀 고생스럽지만 조금 닥달내서 한 개씩 MVP가 우리 한국만 해도 60명이 넘잖아요. 그럼 한 개씩만 해도 60개의 어떤 좋은 세션을 같이 이제 보면서 토의할 수 있는 시간도 되니까 이제 그 밑에 보면은 제일 마지막에 주관식으로 쓰는 부분이 있거든요. 영어로 쓰지 말고 한글로 제 이름부터 해가지고 다 한글로 쓰시면 돼요. 한글로 쓰시면 걔들이 알아서 영어로 번역하겠죠. 그러니까 이제 좀 그런 얘기도 좀 적어주시면 고마울 것 같아요. 예. 일단은 설문조사 얘기를 했고요. 그래서 이제 사전 질문에 보시면은 이제 이 정도까지가 이제 질문이고 그 밑에는 이제 아직 뭐 잘 모르겠다, 처음이다 이런 어떤 말씀들을 하셨거든요. 그래서 이제 처음에 보면은 이제 제가 이제 각 이름은 안 적었어요. 왜냐하면 이제 질문하신 분이 부끄러워할 수 있기 때문에. 그래서 이제 얘기하는 과정에서 질문하신 분이 있으면 이제 얘기 진행 방향이 조금 이제 본인의 질문과 조금 차이가 나면은 나의 질문 그 의도가 아니고 나는 이런 대화를 하고 싶었다 이렇게 말씀해 주시면 될 것 같아요. 순서대로 이거 신청 순서거든요. 그래서 신청 순서대로 한번 질문을 아무나 답해 주셔도 괜찮아요. 디벨로퍼